not important. The rest of the things are very, very important. Most part of India is serving that kind of tourist or wants to serve that kind of tourist. But I feel that Madhya Pradesh is one state which can even suit the tourist which doesn't have a very deep pocket. And that's very important because it's a spread of nature there. Kahana Park, this is one of the finest in India and comparable to some of the best in Africa. Now that's very important also. And at a very low budget, you can visit Khajuraho, Orcha, world-class places. On the other hand, we have very rich tourists. Now, who brings them from all over the Europe? And that is what I am inviting the next person who will tell you that what the deep pocket tourist is looking for in India. This is Mr. Neeraj Kumar. He is the Chief Marketing Officer of French Touch Travel. They bring the tourists from France and they take the Indian tourist also to France and other European cities. Mr. Neeraj Kumar, who is our last speaker, and after that I'll just request you to please join us for the lunch. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mehta, for your
introduction.
Distinguished guests. First of all, it would be a sin if I keep 200 people away from lunch for long, so I'll try to keep it very, very short and to the point. We at French Touch Travel create bespoke trips to France and Europe, and it's a part of Shanti Travel Group, which is owned and managed by expats, French expats, and we have offices across Asia. So to start with, we have been talking about medical tourism since morning. What really is wellness? Is it just about being physically fit or absence of diseases? Well, I would say it's a lot more than that. It's about discovering an inner and outer balance. It's about being in peace with oneself and with others and with the environment around you. It's basically the holistic thing that will help bring wellness in its true form. In a layman's language, medical tourism is primarily traveling outside one's country of residence to receive medical care. As have been discussed, it is becoming a multi-billion-dollar industry, this medical tourism. I mean, times have changed so much. Initially, we Indians used to travel to US or Europe for advanced treatment, but today, Europeans and Americans are actually looking towards India for all these The reasons are very, very simple, as we have already discussed. Our doctors, most of them, their degrees are from outside India, and they have. We are very, very cost effective when it comes to the treatments that we do in India. For example, the kidney transplant costs roughly around $40,000 in USA, which would be around $15,000 in India. So that is, again, a very important factor of India becoming a major tourist hub and when we talk about medical tourism. We have world-class medical infrastructure and technology, top-of-the-line medical and diagnostic equipment. Also, this might sound very not very significant. The English fluency of the medical staff is very, very important because any tourist who is wanting to come to India will actually look at that in order to develop the trust. And of course, the cultural heritage and the diversity of the destinations that India has to offer. We have discussed about yoga and Ayurveda also today. Our Prime Minister has propagated yoga worldwide. You know, Kerala and Karnataka has become a hub for Ayurvedic treatment, healing patients with natural herbs. Europe has hardly any yoga and Ayurveda centers, especially Paris. I mean, I've been to Paris a couple of times, and there is just one center. So, you know, that is also a reason that people from Europe and America are looking towards India for alternative medicine and alternative treatments. Uttarakhand, again, is known for healing patients with yoga, and this has been through ages, not just now. Rajasthan for its spa and heritage living, as we all know. Now, I come from a travel agency, so what my role is when we speak about medical tourism, you know. So my role would be to get the appointment of the patient who is sitting in America or Europe with the concerned medical facilities that are based out of India, escorting, transporting, and accommodation as per the requirement of the patient. And we try to accommodate patient near their diagnostic center so that it's easier and convenient for them. Not only this, also the medical visa, that's again a very big thing for the tourists. So we help ensure that we get the medical visa for them and the arrangement of the documents that is required by the hospitals in order to facilitate the treatments. And being a tourist travel agency, we make sure that we arrange for the sightseeing, local transportation, shopping, if required by the patient or the family members. Normally, the patient is accompanied by a family member. So, yeah. We are talking about medical tourism, and we at Shanti Travel. Shanti Travel is the parent company of French Touch Travel. We are doing a Shakti Mela. It's a meditation and spiritual 5-day get-together for women from across the world in Rishikesh. It starts from October 4th till October 8th. It is basically designed to practice the yoga and medicinal things that help you realize yourself. And there are international experts who are going to conduct these sessions. We are going to have sunrise yoga. We are going to have dances for the soul and energy flow, self-massage, hand and foot reflexology, aromatherapy, acupressure points, etc. So this is something very unique that we have designed. It's a property called Ganga Kinare. Unfortunately, for all the men here, we'll have to come out with something else because this is primarily for women. So we have discussed about the opportunities that we have in medical tourism, but having said that, we still have a lot of challenges that India needs to address to. For example, there's still a lot of touting and harassment of tourists in some parts of India, which actually gives a negative brand perception of India, which needs to be addressed. The government of India is actually taking this issue very significantly through their Incredible India campaign with Mr. Amir Khan coming on the fore. So that should really help address the issue. Also, there is infrastructure deficit in terms of the number of beds and the number of doctors that we have to address the patients. So we need to make sure that we have the required infrastructure in place. The healthcare spend in terms of GDP is significantly less. It's about like 4% in comparison to around 16% of that of America. Now, one important thing is that hospitals are still facing lack of trust from foreign tourists, and this is primarily because of the poor hygiene awareness in the medical attendants. We need to train them. There is unhygienic food handling and lack of proper hospitality services. So apart from English, we also need to train them on these points to come up as a fully. India has also started the promotion as a medical hub pretty late in comparison to our Southeast Asian counterparts, for example, Singapore, Bangkok. These countries have actually designed, the entire infrastructure is designed to give the patient a customized experience. So that's very important, again, that we work on the infrastructure part. Having said that, as I said, the government is in the process of addressing these loopholes, and we should see India becoming a major power when we talk about the medical tourism. As to conclude, I'll say that the Indian medical tourism industry is in a blossoming stage and has enormous potential for future growth and development. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
So thank you so much to all the speakers, ladies and gentlemen. I am not initiating any kind of question answers because we are getting very late, but all the speakers would be available around the lunch area. Any of you who has any particular queries, they can definitely ask them individually. You are requested to please join for lunch.
Thank you very much indeed. Before we close this session, I would request Mr. Mehta to present mementos. As a
Happy
token
birthday
of
to Neeraj.
gratitude. Dr. Mehta to present a memento to Mr. Arun Manocha, CMD, Indian Rail Catering and Tourism Corporation Limited. To Mr. Arun Manocha.
But it's very important. I am pleased to present the mementos to all our speakers today.
To Dr. Mamta Pandey.
Laiye.
Dr. Mamta Pandey.
Excuse me. Can I call the photographers if they can take the photos?
Can we have the photographer here, please? And please put your hands together for all our eminent speakers for the wonderful session we had. Join us for lunch. Lunch is of 30 minutes only. Requesting everybody to kindly be seated
Kalra.
back for the next technical session.
Thank you.
May I call the photographer here, please? Thank
Colonel
you.
Sunil, a small momentum. Well, you have come. I think let's one photograph, please. आप ये पहले हर एक को पकड़ा दें। यही सेम ही आप पकड़ लीजिए ताकि फोटो हो जाए। ये फोटो से लाइए राजा। ये आदमी के साथ सफेद वाले दिखाने वाले। No, this is now to be presented to him. Please.
And please join us for lunch. Lunch is, once again, I would like to inform you, is of 30 minutes only. Requesting everybody to be in time for the next session. Thank you. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the lucky draw immediately after the lunch. There are about 10 prizes to be won. So please stay back and join us for the lucky draw. Thank you.
So the cake is outside. Please don't forget. हाँ वही है,
Can we have a group photograph, please, of all the speakers of this session? A group photograph.